in the billboard room, as you can see. So this is a bit of a throwback video, but I figured why not post it, because the way it's looking, I don't know, but most of my interviews probably won't happen until the second half of summer, so, or at least, I don't know, bigger named ones, if that, but I'm still struggling to set up some, but this is awkward. I figured as a little bit of a TBT, as the hashtag goes, I would post my interview I did with 3 p.m., which I covered in an article and post, so it's probably kind of pointless to post, but and it's also not in person, it's a telephone call, so there's not really much to look at, but if you're into podcasts and stuff, you probably would enjoy it, I guess, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, so here is my interview with 3 p.m. from November 2014, when I had to interview them for my journalism class, so enjoy. And I almost forgot to say that the interview is with Scott and Brandon, not the full band. Brennan was sick that day, or at least that's what they told me, I mean, but so I just wanted to clarify that, because I hate when I see interviews that say with a full band and then it's just like the lead singer or the drummer or something, and I'm like, but yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. And yeah, and thanks again, guys, for the opportunity. That was my first official full band interview, and one that I actually did where I spoke to them personally. The other one was that I'm counting was back in high school in 12th grade, and I literally just tweeted the band member. But so this was my first official time interviewing a band and getting quotes from them, like word for word for what they were saying. So yeah, enjoy. And I am looking at myself in the freaking, okay, we're just gonna roll the footage. Okay, so this is my interview with 3 p.m. Let's get started.
Hello?
Hey, is this 3 p.m.?
Yeah.
This is Jenna. I messaged you guys on Twitter for an interview.
Oh, hey, how are you?
I'm good. Are you guys all available now? Or?
Yeah, 2 of us are here. Well, our singer had to go home. He wasn't feeling very well, but me, Scott, and Brandon, the drummer, are here right now.
Okay, and then, wait, who's this speaking? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can we call you back in like 10 or 15 minutes? That'll be much better. We're finishing loading all our stuff up.
Okay, that's fine.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so we just got finished at the show, so yeah, it was a little hectic. But now we're good.
Yeah, I wasn't sure when exactly to call after 6, so yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And Brendan had to go home. He wasn't feeling well, so he left a little bit early. Yeah, Brandon and Scott. But yeah, I'm Scott, and Brandon is also here.
Okay. So, are you guys ready to be...
Sorry, what was that? Can you repeat that?
Are you guys ready to be interviewed, or...
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just as like a brief background of why I'm doing this, it's for a midterm assignment, and we had to pick somebody that we didn't know to interview. And so for a topic, I just thought of music, and I thought it'd be cool to interview a band. And so I just thought of you guys, because I saw you guys with All Time Low back in July.
Awesome.
And yeah, I thought it'd just be cool to figure out or find out more about you guys as a band and stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for picking us. We're honored.
Yeah. And I wasn't sure if you'd respond because I wasn't sure like how you guys handle the interviews or whatever. So
yeah, I mean we try to do everyone. We also make sure we respond to everybody, you know, because those are the people that the bands that people like are the ones they can connect with and stuff. So we always respond to our fans and anybody.
Okay, well, thank you. So I guess I'll just get started then.
Sounds good.
My first question, after doing research on you guys, I actually couldn't really find this. Where did you get your band name?
Oh, well, it's funny you asked that, because we don't like to share that with many people. Any people, actually. It took us a while to tell our manager. We like really didn't want to, because he wouldn't understand. So we had to explain what it stood for and the meaning behind that. So we're gonna keep it. We can tell you that it's an acronym. Yeah. The 3 stands for a 3. Yeah, 3 stands for 3.
Okay.
These are words. So you can try to guess. Yeah, you can guess, but I'm 99% sure you won't get it.
Well, like, I think I saw on Twitter before, and this is just like a shot in the dark, because you guys tweeted something about all-time low song Stella, and he says about 3 p.m. in that song, and I wasn't sure if that was why.
Yeah, we actually played that song today on our show for a little bit.
Oh.
It's very interesting you mention it.
But that's not why, or where it's from?
It's not, no.
Okay.
Nothing to do with time either.
Okay.
Time is completely unrelated.
Alright. And so another thing I was wondering about is the band's origins. I mean, I know you guys started posting on YouTube and like getting more active in early 2013, but is that like what you consider your starting point?
Our starting point is technically the summer of 2012. That's when me and Scott found Brennan, and that's when we all came together. But I knew Scott since fall 2011, and we just kind of jammed around and kind of went through a couple people to find the right guy. So the current 3 p.m. technically started in the fall of 2012 when we found Brennan.
Okay. And then I wanted to ask you about the recording process. Well, like, how do you guys, or it seems like it takes a lot of work, or how do you guys, like, stay motivated throughout it, or, like, how are you able to push through those long days?
Because it's really fun. we enjoy doing that.
Okay.
It takes so long, like, it's not just the recording. We should just make that. Okay. But it's, you know, obviously a ton of time goes into you just writing the songs. You have to have the songs first,
right,
and then practice them and stuff. And then when we found out, or when we decided to work with All-Time Low's producer, we realized that we had to put in twice as much time and effort into doing it. So we would sit down and just practice nonstop for hours. Sorry, I have really bad allergies today, so I'm sorry if I keep sniffling and stuff. But
that's all right.
And so once we got into the studio, we realized that it's a very different process from before. We all spend much more time individually. Like, normally, for the first couple recordings we did, we were all there, and it took like a couple days, as opposed to this took from like April to June or something. And there were times where it was just one of us in the studio just working on a couple songs for hours, and then like, you know, we had to, after school, we would take the metro down there and then just record until, you know, 8 or whatever, and then go home. So it was fun though. Like, it's yeah, but I'm saying, like, you're asking how we pushed through. Like, we didn't have to push through. It's so enjoyable. This is what we want to do. I mean, there are definitely times where it's just like, it's a little frustrating because you got to keep doing a part over, you can't play it right. But
yeah,
other than that, it's so much fun to hear the songs come together. Like, once each instrument is added on, like, starts with just the drum, then you have the bass, then you have guitar. It's really fun to see the whole thing come together.
Yeah. Yeah, I just figured I'd ask you about it because, like, I know a lot of bands that have been interviewed. I kind of looked at other band interviews too, and they've just said that the recording process is kind of brutal, and it's not really their favorite part of the music part.
Well, I love it. It's fun to be able to know that you can put out some more music for other people to hear instead of just hear a show that you're very exactly. We're very proud of our music.
Okay.
The amount of time and effort that goes into it is insane.
And then kind of divulging into that, like, as for, like, advice for other bands, like, how did you guys, like, find a place to record, and, like, or did you know people, or...
Yeah. So in, like, March, or maybe, like, February, we signed on a manager who found us, and who wanted to start working with us, and, work with the band as a business, and he is very good at making connections, so he talks to a lot of people around, trying to get a lot of connections with booking agents, producers, stuff like that. And he found Paul Levitt, who was the guy who did the first few albums for All Time Low.
Right.
And which is awesome because he's an expert in the genre, let alone just music in general. And he's only 20, 25 minutes away. So that was how we found Paul. And then it was actually he doesn't say yes to everyone who wants to record with him, obviously, because everybody wants to. So we kind of got a little lucky, He was like, yeah, I like this sound, so definitely help us on the new album. So that's how we found Paul.
Okay. If you guys were able to collab with a different genre, would you?
A different genre?
Yeah. Of music? Like there's different, like, you'll find, like, pop artists collabing with rap artists, and then, like, even, like, pop and country artists combining.
It's actually a very interesting question. You have to give us a second to think about that. I know Brennan, our singer, is a huge reggae fan, so he would certainly love to do a punk reggae mix. Yeah, I mean, that always exists, lots of reggae, or lots of, I guess, ska is like almost a type of punk sometimes. So I honestly would enjoy that. I'm not a huge reggae guy, but that sounds like a lot of fun to me. I don't know about Brandon.
Okay.
So you can look for 3 p.m. with a reggae punk album coming up there.
Okay.
2016.
What would you guys' dream tour be? Either to see, or to attend, or to even be a part of as a band?
Well, for me, it's Warped Tour. I'm really hoping we get on Warped Tour. Yeah. Well, my favorite band that influenced me in the genre was Blink-182, and touring with them would be, like, really sweet. But I feel like they're a little old now, so they don't really tour as much. They just play their big, giant shows, and that's it. So, like, All Time Low would be honestly the coolest thing ever, because we're from the same area. We're very, personality-wise, we're pretty similar. I mean, we met them, and we hung out with them for a little bit, and they were very... I could see the connections. It was really cool. So touring with them would be really awesome. And our fan base is similar as well. It's not like the same band. Because we've been compared to them more than anybody, really.
Okay. And then, speaking of Warped Tour, didn't you guys do a few shows on Warped Tour this year, or was it last year?
Yeah, we did the one stop at in Columbia, Maryland.
Okay.
Because we won the Ernie Ball contest for the Battle of the Bands, and thanks to all of our fans, everybody who voted and commented and listened to us all the time, we were able to play Warped, which was like the coolest thing. Because we got to see what not only just playing it, but seeing how what goes down behind the scenes is amazing. And they have this thing called For Prom, like a few times over the summer, where all the bands can bring dates and stuff, and they have a dance with like a DJ, and it's just this big party in the venue, and it's really sweet. So we got to attend that this year. We got really lucky. They had it the date that we were there. That was a lot of fun.
Okay. Do you have a dream venue to play at or a place to travel to as a band?
Madison Square Garden, I think. Yeah, Madison Square Garden, New York is certainly a goal. It's just because I saw this interview with Mark Hoppus, Mark Hoppus Blink too.
Yeah.
It was some Gillette shaving whatever. But they were able to pull out this lunch that they had at Madison Square Garden, and it's just the most motivational, inspirational thing I've ever I've ever seen in my entire life, and it made me really want to play there.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind Wembley in London, but all-time Lows playing there in like March, and I think they sold it out, which is crazy because that's like 80,000 people at least, plus on the field. So
yeah. You guys should guys should try to go over and make a guest appearance on their DVD.
Yeah, really. just book our flights now.
Have there been any weird experiences so far as a band, whether it be with like a fan, a show, or when traveling, etc.?
Well, the day after we played All Time Low in front of like 1,000+ people, a packed venue. We played in Hagerstown, Maryland, and literally 0 people besides the bands were there. So it kind of showed like just because you have one big show does not mean doesn't always mean much, honestly. And it showed we had the two extremes of like shows. We had the absolute best show and then the absolute worst show the next day.
Oh my gosh!
And also that same day there was like a hurricane or a tornado or something in the middle of our set, and we had to just stop playing for a little bit and lock the place up and make sure that nobody gets electrocuted or anything. But then we did finish our set about 20-30 minutes later, so that was very weird, but pretty cool. I thought. I don't know. It's always fun to play.
Let's see. This is just kind of random, but what is your favorite snack or go-to while on the road? Like, is there anything you guys like to...
Sheets. We love Sheets. Sheets is the greatest thing ever. Yeah, that place is awesome. Whenever we play in, like, Western or Northern Maryland, we always find a Sheets. Because there's no Sheets within 45 minutes of, like, where we live. So anytime we get to travel a little bit, it's, like, the perfect treat. First thing we do the night before is go to the Youre and find a Sheets. And make sure we go through it.
Okay, nice.
I do like Oreos, though. Those are good. When I'm just chilling at home, some Oreos are nice. And I'm a huge cereal guy. I eat cereal, like, at least twice a day. It's sad. You think I'm, like, 8 that you don't have the cereal I eat. And I always ask my mom to get, like, the Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops, all the sugary ones.
Yeah. Cereal, like, I find I want to eat that, like, late at night instead of early in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kind of weird.
Cereal at night is the greatest snack. It's easy. It's delicious. It's, like, filling. Yeah. Depending on the cereal. Mini wheats. Oh, man, those are great. Endorses cereal. Yeah. 3 p.m. on the cereal box. Obese.
What do you guys do when you're not doing something with the band?
I'm kidding. Well, we don't have that much free time, but we all work and school. We all are in school. But when we actually have a moment to actually do nothing, we all play video games. We're a little nerds. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I like sports. I'm a huge Ravens and Orioles fan. Yeah, Brandon works out. I used to, but don't really because I don't like it. And yeah, so next week is exciting. The Orioles in the playoffs. Woo! Can't wait.
And then to kind of follow up with that, like, if you weren't doing music, what do you think you would be doing? Or what do you think you will be doing?
Crying. God, I don't even know. Honestly, I have no idea. Like, in the past few years, when I really started thinking about what I wanted to do with my life, even before the band, I wanted to get consider doing something with music, whether it's music business or like be like a sound engineer or a producer or something like that. So that's still like my backup if the whole band thing doesn't work out. That's what I want to do.
Okay. And then when I noticed you guys post a lot of random YouTube videos.
Yes.
What made you decide to post those videos?
Our publicist was yelling on us for not posting enough videos. So we decided to figure out whenever there's a chance to make a video, we'll give you videos. So we try to do it 2 or 3 times a week. It can be difficult sometimes to think of something and then make it funny and then edit it. So, but yeah, we do try. I hope you enjoy them. We try to do a lot of them.
And would you suggest other bands do this for their fans?
We suggest it, yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because you stay relevant. You can't release, new albums every month or week, but you have to stay relevant somehow. So you gotta give people content, and YouTube is a good content. And also, it's not with a fan, it's not just about the music. They want to get to know you more. So when they can see us, just on our everyday lives, just messing around or whatever, they like it. Because like, oh, it's cool. We're very similar people. You want to be able to feel close to them and connect with them. Exactly.
And then going back to your music, I know you guys had like an album release party for your latest album. How do you think that turned out, or how do you feel it was?
It's good. It was really awesome, but honestly, the air conditioning was busted, and it got so insanely hot in that place. It was unbearable on stage. I honestly felt like at one point I could have passed out, but luckily that didn't happen. I drank like 2 bottles of water in 45 minutes or something, and it was awesome and all. It was such a great time, but it certainly affected the audience, like, because they were just dead tired. So they were, and nobody wanted to really be close to each other because they were already burning up as it is. So it definitely hurt a little bit, but it was still a great time. It was really fun.
Okay.
And that was the first time we'd ever had people line up for us for a show. Yeah, people lined up before we got there. It's a lot of food. Yeah, they bought me Taco Bell. They got some donuts and Subway. That was awesome. Free food is the best. We appreciate food. Everyone brings food. Do it. That's another thing we like to do in our spare time. Eat.
And then kind of just thinking about the genre you're in, like pop, punk rock. Besides your own band, who do you think is a good representation for this genre in 2014? Like, a lot of people make references to Blink-182, Green Day, but who do you think is a good representation now?
Currently, there's really not a lot of what we consider old-fashioned pop punk. All-time low is closer. They still have a little bit of the little poppy twist nowadays. Not that we don't. Yeah, not that we don't, but it's like, I don't know, you can tell they're a little produced. Oh man. But the other bands like Real Friends, they're definitely pop punk, and they're pretty sweet. They're more of a modern pop punk, I would say. There aren't many bands that have that old Blink-182 feel like that.
Right. That
made us want to play pop punk, because it's just, I don't know, it was not in fashion. I don't know, but it was good to pull it off. Yeah, it was good to pull it off, maybe. They really did. They had it. Their music sucked live, but man, they were good.
Okay, and then I wanted to ask you guys what you thought or think about Five Sauce or 5 Seconds of Summer. Do you think they are punk rock?
I'll go with pop rock, yeah.
Okay.
Pop rock. You gonna say pop rock? I mean, I honestly wouldn't say pop punk. I mean, here's my thoughts. Like, I think what happened to them would be like what would happen to any other local pop punk band who got picked up by One Direction. Like, I think they were pop punk at heart, and probably still are, but they got picked up by a pop group, and they, obviously influenced them and what they have been marketed as. So it's a little different. I think they want to be and are a pop punk at heart, but they get lumped in with the pop crowd because of how they made it. And if you've ever looked at their covers or their interviews, like, they reference their influences all time low, Blink-182, Green Day. Their favorite songs are by this band, and that's how they got. I think that's how they got famous, right, with their covers on YouTube. And they're doing songs like like JC Rave, All Time Low. That's a really awesome pop punk one. And like, I know they covered "I Miss You" recently by Blink-182. So I definitely agree with Brando. I'm Brando. Brando. Bran Flakes, Raisin Bran, whatever you want to call it. I don't think you know this, but I call you Scoot all the time. Yeah, sorry. Whatever. I gotta type it out, but I don't think you can read it that way. Yeah, whenever I quickly say Brandon or Brandon, he's like, Ben. And then they get used to it now. They know it. And he's like, bro.
Okay.
It's okay.
And then this one's just kind of a general question, but do you have a current favorite song or a long-running favorite song for each?
Favorite song ever by other bands? Yeah.
Or wait, what song?
A song by another band or one of our...
I guess another band.
Okay. Well, for me, my favorite song in the world always has been is "So Long Astoria" by the Ataris. It's just the greatest song ever.
Okay.
Yeah, we were actually asked this question the other night, and I wasn't really sure what to say for like meaning-wise, but catchiness-wise, I say "Coffee Shop Soundtrack" by All Time Low. It's just I just always want to listen to it. I don't know what it is about it. It's so catchy and so good, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my favorite.
Okay.
I only recently discovered that one, actually.
And then, what's your favorite song of your own to perform?
My favorite would be the first one on their new album called "Something New." It's the way it starts off is just really powerful and very fun. And I love it. It's got a cool riff. It's good. Everything. I just really like the song. My favorite, "Slow Me Down." It's cliche. I don't know. It's just like it's the single title track, but it's just. I think it's the single title track for a reason. It's so good.
Okay.
It's fun to play too. I think so.
And then, do you guys have a favorite album from another artist?
Probably Take Your Pants Off. Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Okay.
Yeah. Gosh. So many. I almost want to agree with him because that album is so good. Like every single song. Everything considered, that song is overall so good. Enema of the State was, I think, their most popular one. Yeah. But the album is all of Take Off Your Pants and Jacket is just incredible. So I'm going to agree with him on that one.
Okay.
I double that answer. No, I second that. That's what I meant to say. Double that. That makes no sense.
And then for the final question, what are your goals for the next year or even the next 10 years? Do you hope to keep pursuing music?
Yes, we would love to keep our short term. I guess in the next year we want to play on Warped Tour next summer, and we have the connection where we're being introduced to the founder of Warped Tour to talk with him, and so that's definitely a goal for next summer, and definitely try and get another bigger show, with a bigger band that we can use to push us forward. And gosh, 10 years. The long-term goal, I think the long-term goal is to be able to support ourselves financially playing music. That's the dream, right? Stay together, we love each other. We love making music together. So, and we have so much fun. So if we can keep doing that 10 years from now, that would be, and not have to have another job. Yeah, that would be killer.
Okay. I think that's it then. My plan for after I do the project is to post the interview or my final project on Tumblr so fans can see it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I
We do have a Tumblr.
Yeah. So I'll definitely tell you about it either on Tumblr or Twitter or something.
Yeah, and if you have it written up or typed up, and you either send a link to where it says Survivor, we'll put it on other websites too, on Facebook and Twitter, definitely, because we do that.
Alright.
Tell your teacher we say hi. Yeah, tell your teacher we said she assigned a good project.
Okay.
You're a junior, right?
I'm a sophomore in college.
Oh, you're a sophomore, okay. Oh, in college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember if I said it was my professor, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it then. Thanks for taking the time to do this, guys.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for choosing us. Again, we're honored.
Yeah. Oh, and I was planning on getting one of your shirts from your online store, and then if it's not a formal presentation, I'm probably going to wear it for when I present my project.
Nice. Awesome. Great idea. I support it. What shirt do you like the best? We'll send you free wristbands. Yeah, we'll send you some wristbands to give out in class.
Oh, really?
That's stickers. Yeah, we'll throw them in. No worries. Can you please? Yeah, that would help us. We'd appreciate that. What shirt do you want? What shirt do you like? Curious.
The only one I've really seen is just the plain black one with your
You use that? Okay. Yeah, the plain black one's cool. There's one we got a new one recently with a dinosaur on it. It's colorful and cute. Definitely check out the website, and
Okay.
yeah, we'll be sure to throw all that stuff in for your class.
Yeah, okay. Alrighty, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye.